Y'all see that? Ineligible. You see it. So now we gotta reset the account. But we gotta switch cards. But we reactivating this bad boy. Cause this right here, y'all. That right there. That's still laughable. But we gonna get into it. And we gonna do better this week. Right? Let's go.
That's like breaking the mold. You supposed to do what you told. The elders' words are like gold. From the concrete you rose, you determine how far you go. So don't never sell your soul, and never think you're too old to watch all of it unfold. On this dream I am sold. Let's see how far this goes.
What's up, y'all? Ranks Banks, the Wealthy Trader, tapping in with some on fire, lit, authentic content. And if this your first time on the channel, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the journey. Nah. This not giving energy, y'all. Not giving energy. What's up, y'all? Ranks Banks, the Wealthy Trader, tapping in with some more.
Nah, don't even do it.
Y'all, there was cap in my rap. I'm definitely not getting another account. There was no cap, but at this very moment, I literally just decided I'm not doing it. I feel like I've been stuck in a loop literally since I've been here in Thailand. And I know trading is ups and downs and all that other stuff, but also I know what it's like to be consistently doing what you're supposed to do and getting withdrawals, no matter what amount it is. And something psychologically just ain't clicking. So y'all, I'm not trading this week. I don't know what this video gonna look like this week, but I'm not trading this week. I don't even think I'm gonna look at the charts this week. I think I'm going to take a break from trading and focus on things that I am focusing on. I have a list here, okay? It's a daily, literally, to-do list. Shout out to my wife. She's been telling me to do this for years now. But I finally created the list, and yesterday was my first day implementing the things in the list, and I actually had a very productive day yesterday. Yesterday was a great day. I got a lot more done than I would have in an average day, and I even got more rest. So shout out to my wife for that. So this week I'm going to focus on following this list. Only thing on this list I won't be able to follow is trading, because I have trading times up here, and I also have trading study times. So maybe I can still do my trading studies, but just not looking at the charts to take a trade. I think I need a mental break from it. So, and I need to figure out what's going on upstairs that's causing this. Also, something else that I'm working through right now is a shadow work journal. Y'all, this journal is lit. My wife, she got this from me off of TikTok, I think, and I've had it for a few months, and I just started going through it like last week, and yesterday was the first day that I did an exercise in it, and it let me know about some things that I needed to know about myself. So I'm going to be working through those things. If you don't know about your shadow self, your shadow are just things that exist within you subconsciously that you really don't fuck with. Like, it's the dark side of you, you know what I mean? And you got to face those sides of you in order to become a better human being. And it is not to defeat those things, but it's more so of how those things are integrated into your daily life or just your life in general, and how you can make sure that you are not lashing out because of those things. Basically just using those things I can't explain it, y'all. But anyway, using those things to be able to transmute the energy to apply it towards something in a more positive light, essentially. Really figuring out what triggers you. What makes you, when you get upset, what are those things? What happened that made you get as upset as you did? Or when you get extremely sad, what triggered you to make you extremely sad? And why did those things happen? So it's like dark work or whatever, and it's kind of emotional. I'm already an emotional person, and we in an eclipse season, so that's crazy. But this week, that's what we focusing on, and just integrating these daily practices and to-dos, like even working out, and all of those things are gonna make me be a better trader. So I'm just gonna focus on those things and using my, like I told y'all, human design chart, using my human design chart to really make this happen. And that's another way that this list came about. Like, my human design chart literally told me that I cannot, like, consistency for me doesn't look like for what it looks like for other people. And when you get to know yourself, you'll realize that this ain't a one box fit all type deal. Like, you have to figure out how things work for you. So consistency for me is not necessarily showing up to the charts Sunday through Sunday. You know what I mean? Consistency for me, especially when I'm in my most profitable months, consistency for me is showing up to the charts on Tuesdays and Thursdays with a clear mind, with the intent to take one trade. I know what I'm looking for. I go in confidently, I execute, and I do what I need to do. So that's consistency for me. And I had to learn that. I had a mentor, and he's an amazing mentor. And it's not a mentor that I talk about a lot, but I had a mentor last year, and that's what he told me. Like, even the ranks, even though you're not trading, you still should discipline yourself to be able to sit in front of the charts and not take a trade. And while I get that aspect of things, it's also like, why should I even subject myself to it when the whole purpose of me trading is to be able to have time freedom, not to have to be sitting in front of charts. So just going through these things and sharing this with you guys, because this is not something that people share a lot. They don't share like the mental aspects, the mental battles that you got to face within this trading. And it's literally a journey. Like, you literally can be profitable as F for a couple months, and something happens and something triggers, and then you back on that down spiral, or you back on your downpour. Everything has up and downs, just like the chart. Same thing in life. I think I'm like hitting my next highest low and getting ready to go to my next highest high, but I just got to go through some things and grow through some things so we can make that happen. So I don't know what this video gonna look like this week, but I'm gonna take y'all with me on this journey, and we're gonna see how this is impactful to my trading journey within the next 90 days. Stay tuned. All right, y'all, it's Tuesday night. It is 8:11 p.m. and typically what I would be getting ready to do is I would actually probably be out at the night market right now, grabbing me some grub, grabbing me my fruit for overnight, because I'll be up overnight, and I'll be getting ready to head back to the crib to get ready to trade New York Kill Zone AM session. But y'all know we're not trading this week, so I'm switching things up a little bit. I'm about to go on my run, which is another thing that I have to check off my list. So I'm gonna go do this 30-minute run, come back, and we'll see. We'll check in a little later on, and let y'all know like what my mindset is like not trading. Cause right now I'm cool. I looked at the chart earlier. I ain't gonna hold you. However, I immediately got off the charts because I just didn't want to go through all of the emotions of trading. And not trading is allowing me to see that, bro, like, I'm really addicted to trading. While that can be a good thing, it also cannot be a good thing. When I was in Bali, if you've been following me since Bali, you've heard me say multiple times, Bali taught me balance. So I know I need balance with all of this, and this is my way of finding balance. So let me go get this run smacked out so I can get back, shower, and do what I got to do for the rest of the night. All right, peace. Nice little run. Nice little 2-miler. Let's see. That's where we at with it. Your peace, riches and risings. Happy Thursday. Straight from Pattaya. Y'all seen me putting the fit on. I'm about to go get this workout in, about to go get this run on. It's 7:01 a.m. and today is April 11th already. And technically, since we're April 11th, this is my 1-year lock anniversary, y'all. A year ago today, really tomorrow, because I'm like 12 hours ahead. But a year ago, I locked my hair up. This is like my 4th or 5th lock journey. Nonetheless, I'm about to go in here, get this honey, get this rest of this little stretch on. I'm about to knock this workout. Y'all really don't feel like doing this. And I'm learning there's a difference between not being able to do something and just being lazy. Alright, I ain't gonna hold you. Sometimes I be being lazy. Like yesterday, not yesterday, the day before yesterday, I wanted to be lazy. I did not want to go on my run. But as you've seen, I got that run in. So, being 100, yesterday, I didn't get my calisthenic workout in. So, I got to combine the two right now. So, I'm about to go ahead and knock that out so I can get that checked off my list and see where this day takes us. Y'all, stay tuned. What's up, buddy? Say what's up to the people. Say what's up. Say my name is Reese, and I am a 14-year-old Yogi. And everybody thinks I'm a little puppy. Or maybe a big puppy. But they definitely don't think I'm 14. Alright, y'all, so a few things that has been brought to like my awareness, or that I've become aware of since not trading the past couple, it's only been a couple days, but y'all, when you spend hours, countless hours staring at the charts, whether it's in back testing mode or whether it's in like literally just looking at live price action, studying every move, when you spend hours of your day doing that, you don't realize how much time that really consumes. I'm realizing I spend a lot of unnecessary time on the charts. I'm past the point in my trading journey where I have to be studying up on the charts all day long. I'm not there no more. I can read charts, literally. Y'all see my markups. You know what I mean? Y'all see my entries. Y'all see the trades I'm in. That's not the problem. So why spend all day focusing on that? So I'm definitely going to be not spending as much time on the charts. And it's crazy because I'm like, okay, well, what am I going to replace that time with? And why not replace it with another way to make some more income? So I'm looking into another stream of income right now to add to this thing that can take up the hours that I was just spending tirelessly, countless hours staring at the chart. That can take up a little bit of that time. It'll give me something to replace that. One thing that I've learned in life is that whenever you are trying to, or whenever you're working through like switching new habits or creating new habits, you have to, whatever you're trying to get rid of, you have to replace it with something else. Why not replace chart watching with just another way to earn some income? Secondly, I realized that pending orders really work best for me. And I say that because when I sit and I watch the charts in live time, I can have this plan in my mind, and I'm like,
when price gets to this area, and if it gives me a run on liquidity in a lower time frame, and it gives me a break of structure, and it leaves me a fat ass fair value gap, I'm getting in that trade.
And as I watch price play out and do exactly what it's supposed to do, my brain begins to formulate all the reasons why I'm wrong on my trade. To eliminate that, it's really just best to do limit orders. And when I'm on my limit order-ish, I be doing my thing. It's kind of like, I don't know why I stopped doing some of the things that I do. Well, actually I do. This internet. And that's why I decided to really come back to my YouTube channel and be completely transparent, because I don't want nobody out here who don't have as much experience as I do to think that certain things are normal or certain things aren't normal. Because there's like, everybody's gonna tell you, oh, you have to do it this way. This is the way that it has to be done. Trading is a personal thing. Trading is a personal journey. So what works for person A might not work for person B. You are person B right now. And in this equation, you're comparing yourself to other people and how they do things. While it's good to take tips and stuff like that, it's also really good to just spend some time with yourself and figure out what works for you. And once you figure that out, just stick to it, no matter what other people are saying, because what they're doing works for them and what you're doing is working for you. So that's something else I realized about while being off of trading for this week. Y'all, my arm getting tired. Give me a second. All right, y'all. Something else that I learned during this break is, or something else that I became aware of, is that, dang, I just had it. That's why I got the camera back on. Oh, I know. The compound effect. I never read that book. I know a lot of people have read that book, and a lot of people talk about compounding and trading, and I'm a firm believer of, like, literally, you are reflected, or your life, or you show up on the charts, period. It don't matter. So I said that to say, damn, I lost my train of thought again. Oh, that's it, compounding. So this week I have been, I told y'all about my list that I've created, and just by doing a little bit every day of certain things, I've gotten way more done this week. And I realized that I don't get things done because I always want, like, with me, it's either all or nothing. Like, there's no in between. And that's something that I'm actually working on, is balance. And I know that even with trading, it's okay to take $200 profits. It's okay to take $500 profits, because those profits are going to add up to those thousands of dollar withdrawals that you want. It's evident, like, literally. So just becoming aware that if you literally compound things, no matter how it looks, you do a little bit every day, or a little bit whenever you do it, or you just do it, it adds up. I'm interested to see how that revelation is going to translate to the charts when I go back to the charts. Y'all gonna see it because I'm talking about it right here, and y'all gonna see it when I get back on the charts, whenever that is. But that's another realization that came to me as I've been on this little trading break. So if you ever feel like your mind is just not clear, take a break. It's okay. This is a journey. Take a break. Look at this. Swadika. I can't show y'all because I don't want to be weird, but they be saluting you. Well, looks like the water machine is broken. Yeah, I'm about to wrap this up. But yeah, if you ever feel like you need to take a mental break, take a mental break. It's for a reason. And when you come back, you'll come back stronger than ever. Last time I took a mental break and came back to trading, I had my record-breaking month. And that's been, like, in my personal account. I took $1,000 and I flipped it to like 3,000 or 4,000. I can't remember. And that was done in like a month. Trading Nas. I wasn't over leveraging. I wasn't over trading. I was taking like one. At that time I was heavy on twin trading. So I first started off by taking one trade a day, or one trade. It wasn't a day. It was literally on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But I was just taking one trade on those days my first week, and then my second week I upped it to I was able to do 2.01 trades, and yeah, I was able to do that. And that's, see, even compounding there. I think we on to something, y'all. We are definitely on to something. But I'm about to go up here, take the dog back inside. The dog, my son. I'm about to take my baby back inside and get this workout in because it's starting to get a little warm out here. So I'll be back later, y'all. y'all. So I showed y'all that. That's something called Songkran. That's something that they do here in Thailand. It's basically the Buddhist, the celebration of the Buddhist calendar. Fun fact about Thailand, the way that they write their date is not, like today is not April the 11th, 2024. I think it's like April 11th, BE 2567 or something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna have my baby get a screenshot for you and insert that. Boom, click them up. Fun fact about Thailand, they about to come up on their their calendar new year, and Songkran is a water festival. And apparently you walk around outside, you're liable to get wet up by water guns. It's a big celebration, and it's starting in a couple days. So I'm really interested to experience my first Songkran. I'm not really excited about it, but we gonna see where it goes. Baby got a water gun, so we might go out and have some fun with it too. So y'all stay tuned to this, because it's a GoPro. I'm pretty sure we can get this a little wet. See the sweat. I'm out here at the bars. Get my calisthenics on. Halfway through, no, not really. I got 2 more sets of all the exercises, and I got something to do when I get back to the crib. But we pushing through it. I really felt like I had all the excuses. I had all the excuses as to why I wasn't gonna do this, but I'm glad I did. Just building that discipline. Working on consistency for what it looks like for me. All right, y'all. I'll be back. Let me tell y'all how I manifested this. I used to say, when I move to Thailand, I want to live near a beach so I can go running and get me either a smoothie or a coconut after my run. And voila. Here I am in Thailand, drinking a coconut after my run and part of my workout, my resistance training. I'm telling y'all, man, tap in with yourself. You're way more powerful than you give yourself credit for. Cheers. I'm gonna go ahead and apologize for the quality. I'm on my phone. I just finished the workout. As you can see, I'm drenched. Now the last thing I gotta do is yoga, and I'm done. But I'm about to wrap this vlog up. I'm about to wrap this video up so I can give wifey this footage early so we can have this out on time on Friday instead of the weekend. But one last thing that I wanna share that I've come to the realization of during this time is ultimately the problem I've been having since moving to Thailand is I put a lot of pressure on myself when it comes to this trading shit. Before I came out here to Thailand, I was killing it. And when I came to Thailand, I just was thinking like, all right, it's time to apply some more pressure. It's time to take this thing to the next level. It's time to go full time with it. And I think the pressure of that, the thought of allowing trading to be my only source of income at this very stage of my journey is very frightening. Yes, I have confidence in myself that I can do it, but also I just don't want to put that pressure on myself. And I realize that that's what I've been doing, allowing that pressure to really drive me, to make me be emotional in trading and be irrational in my trades, because it's like I need to get this bread. Just the thought of not relying solely on trading for a main source of income has brought so much relief to me. Like I said, I'm already looking into another stream of income, and I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna make this one happen because it just makes sense for me. Just knowing what I'm about to do with that stream of income, to know that that can essentially replace the income that I'm making at my job and some, and then just allow me to be able to really continue to focus in on trading and not thinking of it as being my only source of income. And I mean, I've always wanted multiple sources of income anyway. My wife and I, we have a business, a call center business, and that's just one of our streams of income. So all in all, just taking that pressure off myself, I realized that that's what I needed to do. So I'm really, really excited to see what these next couple of months look like. I'm really in a pre-monk mode. I'm giving it a try. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go 30 days monk mode. I'm just building my way up to it. I don't want to just jump into it cold turkey. So that's what this week has been about as well. It's kind of setting the foundation for that. I've already started doing things like backing off of social media a lot and really just using my time wisely, being productive with my time. So let's see where this takes us, y'all. If you stayed to the end, I appreciate you. Thank you for those of you who really take the time and comment. I know I already said this, but thank you for those of you who comment. Your comments, they really mean a lot to me. They keep me going, they keep me motivated, they let me know that the message is getting out there, so thank y'all for that. All right, y'all, I'm about to wrap this up, do my yoga, and I'm about to be out. Peace.
The truth of who you are, you were born to be a star. The sun rules my world, so I let it play its part. It's my golden art. We connected from the start.